What's extremely unfortunate here, viewers, is that road accidents such as this one, involving minors, juveniles behind the wheel, driving without a license, aren't isolated incidents. There's actually a troubling pattern to all of this. Let's take you through some of the most prominent cases that underline why underage driving is not just illegal, but it can be deadly. Starting with the recent hit-and-run horror in Delhi with the driver, a 17-year-old speeding in a Scorpio car. The result, 23-year-old Sahil lost his life. Then again, in Mumbai city, an incident, a tragedy unfolded earlier this month where a 17-year-old, this time behind the wheel of an SUV, crashed into a scooter. 33-year-old Dhrumil Patel died after battling for his life for 10 long days. His wife continues to remain critical. Going back to the month of September last year, in 2024 rather, in Ahmedabad, a 17-year-old driving a Mercedes is involved in a hit-and-run. 34-year-old security guard Govind Singh is killed in this accident. Just months before that, an accident that shook the nation's conscience, where in Pune, a 17-year-old behind the wheel of a Porsche car rammed into a bike. Two young professionals, Anish and Ashwini, lost their lives. And then finally, an earlier case that brought national focus to the menace, really, of underage driving in the month of April 2016, many years ago, where a 17-year-old driving a Mercedes is involved in a hit-and-run. The 32-year-old Siddharth Sharma is killed. Different cities, different years, different vehicles, but the same pattern, the same story. A minor given the permission to drive a vehicle by his own parent. The tragedy of this, Anshul, is that the father here, at least in this case, Anshul, continues to in a way justify this, saying that, you know, my son was at fault, yes, but the biker was at fault also, completely ignoring the fact and refusing to answer these pertinent questions on why you would give a vehicle to somebody who's not even got the license. These are questions that the family has to answer and the law has to take note of it, isn't it?
Well, definitely. The larger question that looks to be looked into, or the larger point that needs to be deliberated into, is the manner in which the laws are made. The laws are such that juveniles, if at all they are involved in such incidents, it is very easy for them to get away. In fact, according to the Motor Vehicle Act as well, in such cases, if a juvenile is found driving and then eventually an accident happens, then the parent of the said accused juvenile would also have to face the punishment. But in this case, the punishment is just of 3 years, which makes this entire offense a bailable offense. And hence, the father, who was detained for more than 24 hours, eventually secured a bail in this entire matter as well. Apart from this, if we if we took this question to the father of the accused as well, and over there as well, it was, in fact, he told us that he was not present over here in Delhi. He had gone to Gorakhpur for purposes of business, and it is at that point that the juvenile, in fact, took the keys of the vehicle and went to drop his sister, which was approximately 500 meters away from the residence, and then this entire incident has happened. So definitely, the manner in which this incident has happened yet again points towards the fact that how there needs to be changes in the law, so that these small loopholes that are being exploited by lawyers, such small loopholes that are exploited by people who actually drive the juveniles who actually drive the vehicle in a very rash manner without driving license, that can be fixed, and that is something that is the need of the hour. As you rightly mentioned, over the past 2 to 3 years, there have been several cases of underage juvenile drivers being involved in accidents, and it is definitely, it has become a menace at this point in time. So yes, it remains to be seen if at all any sort of a stringent action would be taken from the side of the government when it comes to filling these loopholes that are in the law, which actually make sure that juveniles who are involved in such cases are allowed to scoot free without any strict punishment or strict action from the side, either from
That's
the
right.
police or from the side of the administration as well.
Anshul, I'm going to leave it at that for the moment. Getting in those details and tracking that big story for us is my colleague Anshul Singh, telling us about what the father had also said and how things need a complete rehaul, a relook in that sense.